Hey, this is Max. In this week's video, I'm going to talk about how much equity to give away in a seed round. It's a question that we get a lot over at BaseTemplates, and there's no proper answer that fits to every case. So in general, you have to look at it case by case, but I have some general thoughts and opinions about it, and also some guidance that can help you in your own fundraising journey. And if I talk about fundraising journey, I talk about the different rounds that you will probably raise as a startup. The first round of funding is called pre-seed or seed round. You probably don't have product market fit yet, you don't have revenues, you have maybe a small team or are just building it up, and you need some money to grow your business. Now you are going out into the wild and you are raising money from either pre-seed or seed funds or angel investors. And they will probably give you somewhere between a few $100,000 over to a few million. I think over the last 2 or 3 years, probably the average of a seed round was around 2 million or something. And you take this money and try to grow the company. And in most cases, the money won't be enough to go to profitability. So you will probably raise also a Series A, a Series B, C, or a later stage round. And in every round of funding, you will swap or exchange shares in your company with money from investors. And this is how the whole investing space works. So imagine you are 2 founders. Each of you owns 50% in the company. And so in total, 100%. Now you are giving away a bunch of your shares in exchange of an investment. And now you own a new percentage in the company, but you also have a new shareholder, the investor. And it's really, really interesting here to think about how much shares you should give away for a seed investment. Because as you can imagine, if you are raising more and more rounds over time, with every new round, you will be diluting your own ownership in the company. And for example, if you are giving away 20% in each round, at the end, you end up with just a minor percentage or ownership in the company. So what about a seed round? I would say in a seed round, you should give away somewhere between 10 to 20% of your company. This is an average that I have from my own experience, but also talking to hundreds of startups out there. But I've also heard horror stories where a seed investor asks for 50% or 60% in a company in exchange for an investment. And this is something you shouldn't do. You have to avoid it at all costs, because this is like a killer for the rest of your startup journey. So why is it important to know how much equity to give away to investors? So first of all, with every share that you are giving away, you are losing a little bit of control in your company. Imagine a seed investor would have 50% of the shares. They can have a huge control instrument. They can say what you should do with the company, and you don't want to have that. And second thing is lack of incentive. You as a founder needs to be really, really incentivized to make this company successful and big. And also for follow-on investors, they are looking at the ownership in the company. And if you as founders only own a little percentage of the company, they think, I'm not going to invest here, because they are not incentivized in a way that they would go through ups and downs and do everything to make this company successful. So in general, you have to think about how much money you want to raise in your seed round, and then you can also see how much equity you need to give away. And in terms of the 10 to 20%, it really depends on how far you are in terms of product market fit, how good your team is, and also how much money you are raising. I hope this was helpful, and if you want to have more content on building startups, fundraising and everything, make sure to subscribe below.